Alright guys, so first things first is that if you have a hard time designing on a grapevine, right, designing a piece of styrofoam. I can design it on this grapevine, but I'm going to show y'all how you can take a piece of styrofoam, secure it to your wreath, and design in that. Hey Vicky, hey Connie. As y'all come in, sprinkle the love. Alright, so I'm just going to run my zip tie through my grapevine, and I'm going to zip tie this on. May have to put 2 on here. May have to put 2. Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, everyone. So, who has a hard time designing on a grapevine? Who has a hard time designing on a grapevine? Thank you for sprinkling. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here. And this is going to just keep things from moving. Okay. Now, I will go back and I will put moss around this later. Okay. But for now, this will work. So I'm just zip tying this. Hey, Barb. Looking forward to seeing you design. Awesome. Thank you for the 50 stars, Vicky. Thank you, thank you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Y'all, thank God tomorrow is Friday. Right? Thank God tomorrow is Friday. Okay, so it's on there. I don't think it's going anywhere. We glued it, right? We glued it. Alright, so I'm just going to reinforce this just a little bit, guys. Again, I'll be putting moss back here, so it's not going to be a big deal. Okay. So if you have a hard time designing on a grapevine, this is the way to do it right here, guys. Just put your piece of styrofoam on there, and you can design right into it. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to make my bow. I'm just using a yellow and white check. Hey, Carla. I was making sure I had my lemons. I was like, gotta make sure I have that. That was in the description, right? So it's very important I have those. Alright, so let's make our bow. Yes, tomorrow's Friday. Yes, yes, yes. So, if y'all seen the lemon and lime wreath that I made other day, it's probably been about a couple weeks. It's already sold. I sold it the other day, and I was like, you know what? I need to make another one. So, here we are. Because I've had several people ask for a lemon wreath, and I'm like, I need to make it. Thank you for the 50 stars, Vicky. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, friend. Y'all, let me hop up here on YouTube, make sure that we are streaming over there, so I can say hello to my YouTube family as well. Looks like we're live. Hopefully y'all can see me. There we are. Hey, Amy. Hey, Reba. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Sherry. Hey, hey, hey. Thank y'all so much for coming in and hanging out with me tonight. Okay. So I'm just going to put an extra tail on the bottom. If I need to add more, I can. But as of right now, I think this will be fine. Okay, so I'm just going to feed this right underneath this zip tie right here. Okay. I'm going to place this right there. And I can just zip tie this right down. Easy peasy. Just like that, right? Just like that. So, who has a hard time, if you've designed on a grapevine, do you consider it hard? A lot of people say I'd rather do mesh because it's a lot easier. I'm not comfortable doing grapevines. Are you that person? Hey, Gina. Hey, hey, hey. So, you know, no judgment here. So, who has a hard time with that? Who has a hard time with that? Y'all, I did when I first started. I had a really hard time with it. I had a hard time. Hey, Beverly. Hey, hey, hey. All right, so y'all look at this. Look how pretty this is. We're going to be using this. I love, love, love this. Personally, I don't care for mesh, right? You know, I really don't care for mesh, but I mean, I like making mesh because it makes the wreath look, you can make the wreath look valuable, right? With a grapevine, someone look at this wreath, they're like, oh, it's just a grapevine, right? But when you have a full round wreath that is this thick, right? This thick, because you've put your mesh or florals and all that, it's the perceived value, right? So, it's all about the perceived value. All right, so we're going to, I'm going to glue this in, but I'm also going to zip tie this. Oh, we got this in here. We got to get this off. We're going to zip tie this to my grapevine so it doesn't move around. Okay. So, by having this piece of styrofoam here, we can stick this in, right into our styrofoam, and then we can come back in and zip tie this down. Okay. We can raise this up. No one's ever going to know this. I'm liking the green block, bringing it up out of, right, so it's not flat. Yep. So I'm just going to come right here. You can wire this if you wanted to. I'm going to zip tie this. Okay. By the time we get everything on here, you're really not going to be able to. But look how pretty that is already. Hey, Matt. Hey, Debbie. This one right here is an 18-inch. I always use an 18-inch unless anything bigger than that is very rare. Where did I find my cable ties? So I got my cable ties at Harbor Freight. They're $1.99 for like, I don't know, 200 and something. I think it's $2.50 in a bag. So $1.99. Like, that is cheaper than I can get them at Uline or anything like that. So someone had basically commented on one of my posts. They're like, why do you use long zip ties on, you know, just wrapping it around and when you can use the little ones, guys? Right? Well, when you buy the little ones, they're thin, they're weak, right? I like to have a zip tie that's got some thickness to it. It's going to hold. But also, I have something to grip and pull it tight, right? If it has a little tiny and I'm down here trying to work in the midst of all these flowers, it's going to be very hard for me to get a grip and pull, right? So I always recommend using the long ones, even though you cut a lot of it off. Use the longer ones, guys, okay? It's just makes your life a lot easier. But I had that question. I figured I would put that out there. So, all right. So now I'm going to take this one right here, and we're going to bend this, guys, so it wraps around this way. Okay. So now we can, and guys, this wreath is not going to be all about lemons, okay? Lemons and limes. There's going to be other things. In here. But it's going to have lemons and limes in it. Is that a good tip? Well, you know why, Debbie? Because we're using the Mevo. That's why, and it's right up above me here. So if there's a volume problem, I'm so glad it's not a volume problem tonight. So thank you for letting me know. What is this bush called? Let's see. Let me see if I... You know what? Oh, here's the tag. Let's see if it's on there. It is not on there. It's not listed of what it is. But I call this right here, it's more like a... it reminds me, it's not... It reminds me of like the snowball bush, but it's not a snowball. That's what it reminds me of, but it's not a snowball. Okay, so because I remember when like I would go walking with my grandmother. There was a neighbor that had a snowball bush, and we would go walking, you know, as we call it, down the holler, up the holler, right? And I remember I always, when I walked by, I always wanted to go over and just like pick some of those. And she's like, no, you can't do that. You know, they'll get mad. But we would always pick them up off the ground. But it reminds me of that bush. It reminds me of the snowball bush. But there's no name on it, so I don't know. I'm sorry. So if y'all could sprinkle the love, sprinkle the love. Okay, so I have, again, we're going to use this green right here. I absolutely love it. It's 97 cents at Walmart. Very inexpensive. And guys, I mean, it's a really nice bush for 90 some cents. Look at that. Can't beat that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start filling in around our bow here. Okay, we're going to start filling this out. Could be white lilac. It could be white lilac. It could be. The bright colors you are using. Oh, thanks, Carla. A bunch of those last year. I was using them cemetery pieces today. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Your Walmart doesn't have it. We'll just keep checking back, because one day they had it. I was there one day, they didn't have it. The next day they had it. So just keep checking back, because it changes every day. It changes every day. Alright, so we're going to cut up another bush, and we're going to put it up here at the top. When Debbie going to do a live? Trish, I think Debbie may do a live in the design group. Debbie may do one in the design group. Is this a pusher? No, it's not. It's not a pusher. Nope. It's not. Unfortunately. When I've gone to Walmart and they only had a few of something, talk to the manager. And I would have them order it because the SKU number would be right there. Oh, that's cool. I've never thought of that, Kathy. So Kathy said that if she's seen something at Walmart and they only had a few, she would go to the manager and see if they would order her up to 300. What is the easiest? So Kate asked, what sort of wreath is the easiest to make? I say easier to when you're just starting off with making. Okay, so she wants to know, what is the easiest wreath to make when you're first starting out, right? So if you're not comfortable of coming in on a grapevine, right, and designing in the grapevine, you're not comfortable with making a mesh, right, I would say this method, okay? Because you're gluing it into styrofoam, right? You can always take it out. When we glue it into a grapevine and the glue gets down in there, we have to take it apart, all the things, then all that glue residue is going to be left on our grapevine. So I would say this is probably the easiest way to make a grapevine or a wreath in general by designing in the styrofoam. Thanks, Melinda. Do I ever buy from Costco? I have not. I have not. I will tell you that the ribbon that I have seen from there, I mean, it's okay, but it is a little thin compared to the Sam's or any other ribbon. It's a little thin, so I have not. But hey, if that's all that I would have available to me, I would definitely use it. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Make it work. And guys, it's all about how you can take a product, right? It's all about how you can take a product and implement it into your design. It's not about the quality. I mean, the quality's there, right? And that's important. But it's all about how you use it, okay? I can take something that is a lollipop bath sponge, right? And put it in an arrangement. It looks like a lollipop, right? These lemons came from the Dollar Tree, right? But if I'm using this in my wreath and I use it in a way that looks pretty, right? And mix it in with other quality things, it makes everything mesh together, right? So let me show you arrangement. I'm going to give you an idea, guys. I did an arrangement last night in the design group. Half of the florals in this arrangement came from the Mighty Dollar, which is sort of like the Dollar Tree, but it's not the Dollar Tree. There's some Dollar Tree stuff in there. But let me show you, and I put some other quality florals in there, right? But let me show you, when you mix things together, how beautiful things can really turn out. Okay, so let me show you real quick, and then we'll get back on our wreath. But look here, guys. Okay, this right here is an arrangement. I got this container right here from the Goodwill. We came in and we painted it, okay? But look here. The eggs came from the Dollar Tree. The lollipop came from the Dollar Tree. This right here came from the Mighty Dollar. Okay, so I paid $1 stem for this. This blue right here, this filler flower, that came from the Mighty Dollar. It was $1. So with that being said, you can take those things and implement them into a design just like this and put other quality things around it. Same with your ribbon or whatever. No one's ever going to know. It's all about how you use it. Okay? It's all about how you use it and implement it. So hopefully that is some good advice. Right? Because I've had people to say, well, I'm in Australia and I don't have all the things. Right? So, and that's discouraging, right? When you see other people using other things and you can't get your hands on it, but you have this, right? So make do with what you have, and it's all about how you use it, guys. It's all about how you use it. So that was what we went over last night in the design group. Made that. And I'm always inspiring them to use those type of things, because even though it's $1, if you know how to use it and implement it in your design, hey, you're going to be able to make more money, because no one's ever going to know. No one's ever going to know. Unless you tell them. Alright, so now we're going to implement this greenery. Again, this came from Walmart, 97 cents. And guys, I tell you this because we want to be able to give our clients a really nice piece at a fair price. So I totally get it, and I totally understand. So, but if we can learn how to implement those into our designs, then the customer doesn't care, right? They just want a beautiful piece, right? So if we can provide that to them, they're not looking and say, oh, I seen that at the Dollar Tree or whatever, right? They're looking at the whole piece, the whole thing. Oh, you're welcome. That's my nightly inspiration to you guys. My daily inspiration. So if y'all wouldn't mind, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's see if we can get up over 100 tonight. See if we can get over 100. Hey, Pat. Hey, hey, hey. So look how this is filling this out. I mean, this is just gorgeous the way it is. I mean, of course, you can still see the styrofoam, but... And they're not designing, and you don't even notice why you've done wrong. Right, they don't. They don't. Only you know what is wrong with your design. Thank you so much for the 200 stars, Ellie. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, don't beat yourself up, okay? Don't beat yourself up. Don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Alright, so I have this vine, a little bit left over. Excuse me, guys. So, I want to incorporate this in here. I love, love, love adding... thank you for sprinkling some more, friend. Okay, so I want to... Guys... OMG, I just had an idea. Okay, so I'm going to come back in here, y'all. OMG, like, the design gods just told me, they're like, hey, put this right here. Happy to catch you live. Thank you, Star. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're going to zip tie this. I can not get all caught up in this bush here, but I think this is a lilac bush. Someone said it's lilac. I think it's a lilac bush. I think it is. Okay. So it's called angel vine. Most of the time it's called angel vine. This is a grapevine. Okay, so look here, guys. I'm going to put this like this, and then I'm going to work the rest of it up into my... So this right here is going to... Well, it wants to get caught up in everything because it's all twisted. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. Okay, so what I want to do is just pull this right there. There we go. Guys, this is just going to add movement to the design. It's going to add some more texture. So I'm all about the texture. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to turn this. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay, yep. So it's going to be a little rocky. It's wanting to move on me. But guys, what I'm going to do is I want this, because it's so bound up, right? But I want to add this up into my design and off to the side, so that's what we're going to do. Probably should have done this first, but it's always nice to do this when you have your greenery and some florals in here, because you know where to place things. Okay. You know where to place your grapevine. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Yay, we hit 100, guys. We hit 100. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to twist this. Okay. So I add this to the edge here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip tie it right to the zip tie that I already have here that I zip tie my bow to. So it's a little, like I said, it's a little geez. I didn't realize that grapevine's gonna give me a little bit. Okay. Let's just do this. Be a lot easier to go this route. Even though this is a little tiny grapevine, it's pretty thick. Okay, there we go. Alright. We're not going to let the grapevine win. Right? We're not going to let the grapevine win. Of course, I put my zip tie in backwards. Don't you hate that? If you design wreaths and use grapevines, don't you just hate that when that happens? Like, So, this right here is the grapevine angel hair. Okay, it's a lot more difficult to use. The regular angel vine is not so difficult to use. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this up, guys. I'm going to pull this up, pull it around, pull it up. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to zip tie that and I'm going to hold it. How are they different? So the angel vine is more delicate. It's more pliable, more bendable. The grapevine, as you can see, it's more, it wants to try to control you here. It wants to move all over the place. Okay. But we didn't let that happen, right? Okay, so let's bend this back out. It's a little bit more, like I said, the angel hair is, it's a lot easier. A lot easier. Okay, so, alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zip tie, insert, not zip tie, I'm going to glue in certain places because we had to bend some things. And I don't want any of that to wiggle loose and come loose or anything like that. Okay. Okay. So there we go. We have this part down. Okay. We got our movement. Again, this creates movement throughout the design. Where did I get it? Okay, I got this from Doris, but they're no longer in business. And Doris was a Michael's bought them out. And they closed Doris. So it was a wholesale company, but they're no longer in business. But I got it from Doris. They were an amazing company. If you ever had the opportunity to order from them, you know what I'm talking about. They have some amazing stuff. But of course, you know. Hey, 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 thank you, thank you. Thank you for saying over the top. Y'all know I love to make stuff over the top. Now we will shape this bow 1,500 times. 1,500 times. So look how easy this is, especially if you, like I said, are new to wreath making, or if you have trouble with your grapevines. This is a way to get started. And you know, when I first started, I didn't have anyone to like guide me, so to speak. I kind of just did my thing. And so, guys, I go into detail with my wreaths, my placement, my flower colors, my greenery, all that in the design group. So, if you all want to join us, we would love to have you. We would love to have you. And guys, I teach you how to cut your flowers down so you get the most out of your stems. Guys, and the good thing is we have two options, right? We have the big group where you get multiple lives, but it's more in depth. And then I have the $9.99 group right here on the page, where you get one live tutorial a week for $9.99. Are you using a pick on the flowers? Nope, just the stem. Just the stem. I hardly ever, I wouldn't say never, but I hardly ever use a pick machine. Because in my eyes, guys, that is money. Every pick that you use is money. Okay? And I'm all about trying to save where I can. Okay? So, and plus, those pick machines are dangerous. You're basically dealing with razor blades. Is this coming out beautiful? Okay, and I just love the area and the movement of this. I just think it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And guys, cutting your product up is very, very important. Okay? Very important because the way the cost of product is today, you need to be able to know how to cut your product up and get the most out of it. Okay, explain the paid group. Okay, Ellie, so the $9.99 group, you get one live tutorial a week where I'll show you. It may be fresh flowers. It may be, it won't be fresh flowers a lot, but be mostly artificial. It may be from grapevine to mesh, wedding work, funeral work. I do all kinds of things. The big group, which is $27 a month, and that you can go to dustinscreativecoaching.com. That's where you get multiple videos. We're doing business coaching in there. You get all kinds of things. All kinds of things. And guys, at the bottom of this live, you will see a it's like a teal color circle. It's right beside the star. It has like a heart badge in that. That is to the support group. It's $9.99 a month. All you gotta do is just click on that and subscribe, and you're in there. How amazing is that? So. No, you don't need both. If you're in the big group, no, you don't need both. No, if you're in the big group, you're getting everything. Yes, all in one block, and we're not even done. Yep, all in one block, and we're not even done. It's amazing what you can get in one block. So, yeah, like I said, we're getting ready to add Etsy training and all that in there because a lot of you guys have Etsy stores. Thank you, Ellie, for the 200 stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you, friend. Okay, so we got this in here. Now, every once in a while, oh, what is going on with my glue gun here? Every once in a while, I will glue into the grapevine, okay? But look how pretty and how big this is. OMG. Now, we will be adding some other greenery in here. I'm going to add some magnolia leaves in here. And that's just going to really help bring all of this to life. So we're just going to bend this. The pale yellow and the green. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Alright, so I'm just going to cut that right there. Put that right there. So now we're going to start cutting this down so we can put it right here in the middle. Set that. Down here, when something's full, we call Cajun slang or not. Hey, Isabella, how are ya? Hey, hey, hey. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, guys, the next thing that we're going to do is I have these magnolia leaves. Okay. And I'm going to put them underneath here, just a few, not a lot because it's very dark and I don't want to take away with what we're doing here. But I just want it to give a little bit of volume down here. Just to fill in a little bit. Okay. Like I said, it's going to fill it all in underneath, so it makes everything else stand out. How come I can't send stars? Terry, is it allowing you to click on the... Can you click on the stars down there? What is it doing? It should let you send stars. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't. That's weird. That's so weird. Alright, so I'm just going to go underneath here. So I'm putting this dark magnolia underneath. Okay? And what that's doing is that it's bringing everything else so it's not so airy. I like it airy, but I don't want to see a lot of that grapevine. And this magnolia just kind of blends in with that, the color of the grapevine there. So that's why I'm putting that there. Cut this shorter. So I literally just want it to use this as covering my styrofoam up here. pulled that right off. Ugh. Pad doesn't let me send, so I have to go to my phone to do it. Someone told me. Oh, so you have to do it on your phone. Yeah, okay. That is true. Yeah, so you have to be on your phone to send stars. Apparently. And to see that option. Okay. So got a few more here. So after we get this done, guys, we can add... Oh, you're on your iPad? Okay, go to your phone, and it should change over to stars. So you can do it. So you see at a difference that this is making when we add this darker foliage in here? Like I said, I don't want it all the way on top. I don't want it front and center. I just want it to fill in so it doesn't look so holy. Okay. So we got two more, so we might as well use it. And then we get to add our lemons and limes. Lemons and our limes. Mary, where did I sell my wreaths? Okay, so I was selling them on Etsy, but with everything that I was making, it was selling as fast as I make it. So I haven't done Etsy in a while. But if you're interested in this wreath, it is for sale. Just send me a private message, and I can give you all the details. So you just send me a private message, friend. I just shipped out 7 or 8 wreaths and arrangements. So, yep. They go fast. They go fast. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm not complaining. I'm blessed that they sell. Or I put them in the shop and people come in and they buy them like right off the wall. Like, they don't last long. At Christmas, I made a elf wreath, and I know I sold 8 or 9 of them, and they were $250 each. So if you want it, just let me know. How do you package them for shipping? I put them in a box, zip tie them, secure them so they don't move as much, and put them in a box. Ship them. So this one would go in a big box, of course. Alright, just wait for the lemons, right? And see, guys, we're not putting a lot of lemons in here, right? Because it's not going to take a lot, because the wreath is beautiful itself, right? We don't need a lot of lemons. Alright, so we're going to put limes in here. So I have total of 5. Total of 5 limes that we're going to put in here. Thank you, Jerda. Packaging would be great on your paid subscription. Yeah, we can show you how we package our products. Absolutely, we can. Absolutely. Alright, so I'm going to get some of my skewers. Mine don't sell on Etsy, so just curious. Mary, join us in the paid group because Jerda can help you with Etsy. Like, she is like rocking it over there on Etsy. There's a lot of things that could be. It could be your pictures, could be your SEO, it could be all kinds of things. So, join us, friend. We can help you. Join us. We can help you get results. Yep, Jerda can help you. So if you want, go to dustinscreativecoaching.com. Click on the design group. I don't know if Debbie's still here. Let me see. Jerda, can you put the link in here for me for the design group on Dustin's Creative Coaching? Please. I don't know if Debbie's in here. So if y'all want to, but can't make them fast enough. I know, right? But Etsy is wonderful if you're just getting started, guys, and to build up your customer base. And see, and I will be the first to stand here and say, guys, I was totally against Etsy when I first started the online, but I had like 30 sales. Oh, there's Debbie. Debbie put it in there. Thank you, Debbie. So the link is down below, guys, if you all want to join us. It's $27 a month. We love to have you in there with us. Not only are we going to teach you how to make beautiful wreaths just like this, that's over the top, but we're going to show you some business stuff too. So that way you don't feel like that you're doing it alone. Okay? We don't want you to feel like that you're doing it alone. But yeah, I'll be the first to admit, I was like, I'm not doing Etsy. But when I had sales within, I don't know, a couple weeks. I had my first sale on Etsy. So it was great, right? And then I started getting orders. And then when I go live, oh, thanks, Ellie. Thank you so much. Ellie says the best $27 you can spend. Thank you, friend. We'll be going over lots of things. Wedding work, funeral work. Debbie does rock. She does. She is on it. I didn't see her in here commenting or anything, so I was like, maybe she stepped away for a minute. Hey, Laura. Hey. So if you're just joining us, can't understand a new puppy, my dad. So I'm just going to wiggle this right into my grapevine here. Okay. So y'all, look at this beauty. It is so big. Look at it. OMG. Look how gorgeous. OMG. Now, I will go back on Etsy in 2 years. Most of my sales are local. Well, Mary, we need to change that. We need to change that, friend. We need to get you some sales. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you for the 50 stars. Thank you, thank you. So y'all, see how, let me turn it on its side so you can see. See how that foliage right there just kind of blends in with the grapevine underneath? I have not put it out in front. It's on the back, down in. It just brings more fullness to my wreath. Oh, 1.5 weeks. Okay, yeah, Jerda's like on it because she helped me when I first started because I was clueless about Etsy. I was an Etsy resistor. I was like, I am not doing Etsy. But after I got going, guys, I was like, okay, I like this. So, thanks, Laura. Thanks, Robin. Yes, you should be running your local sales through your Etsy. That will help you get your numbers up, your sales up in your Etsy store. So, all right, guys. Debbie's probably over on YouTube. She's probably over on YouTube. Let me see what family on YouTube is saying. But he's adding into... Yes, I'm also adding into the grapevine as well. Do you sell those long stem florals? I do. And I have more coming, guys. If you go to mywreathsupplies.com, you'll be able to see what's available. I have the shipment coming. That's going to be shipped next week. How big is the block? It's like a 4 by 6. It's very small. I don't know if I can, let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you can see how big. So that long, that wide. Okay. And everything is glued into that one piece of foam. So. Hello, Abe. Let's see. There's Debbie. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that is all I have for tonight. Absolutely loved creating this with you guys. I gotta get all the glue strings off. I get all the glue strings. Thanks, Melinda. And guys, I am loving just using one style of ribbon. It really... Thank you, Amy. Thank you for the 50 stars. It really showcases the ribbon. Having 5 or 6 different types of ribbon, to me, it kind of gets a little overwhelming at times. But I'm really lately loving just the one style ribbon on my wreaths. So, all right, guys. You all have a blessed night. Be safe, be well, and be grateful, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. It's gonna be great. So, you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.